already here. Bowser, Peach, boom. What an amazing trap. Whoops. I get this stupid song stuck in my head all the time too. It's not stupid, it's good. Up. Okay, it's a shame that Sonic couldn't figure out how to do 3D games. I feel like there's no reason why they couldn't have had a game like this. Sonic Adventure is not great. Got him. Boom. He's dead. I was thinking, I played my brother actually told me he liked the new Ratchet and Clank game, and it was free, I think, for PlayStation Plus or whatever, for 1 month, and I played it, and I really liked it, and I was thinking, these guys should make a Sonic game. I forget what the team is called. It's like, is it Insomniac Games or something? I think they also did the new Spider-Man game, which I liked. I mean, I thought it was fine. It's another one of those open world games where although I think they did do a decent job with the story in that. I didn't really like the Peter Parker character that much. He was he's kind of too much of a goody and not, I don't know. I know he's kind of supposed to be like that. I don't know. I guess he's too confident. I like, what's this one? You have to get the bird. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think because he has some. He's not as confident. I think that's part of that is because he's kind of like a kid and he's hanging out with all the Avengers who are like these huge, like, super powered, like one of them's an actual god. So he's like, compared to those guys, he's like a kid and he feels a little inadequate compared to them. But in all the other Spider-Man movies, he's like the only superhero in the universe, so he has like a confidence to him that makes sense, but it's just not as relatable or fun to watch. Sometimes that could be tricky, but I really liked that first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming. I don't like a lot of the Marvel movies, but I really like that one. And I'm excited to see the second one. Comes out next week, I think. And it got really good reviews, which is good. Oops. What's this one? Oh, just go to the top of the pyramid. I like Tom Holland. He kind of reminds me of Michael J. Fox a little. Oops. When he was like Back to the Future era Michael J. Fox. I don't know, he's like a cool kid, but like not in an annoying way. I don't know, I guess I never had to explain why I like Michael J. Fox before. But yeah, I'd be surprised if he doesn't start doing like a lot of those kinds of movies. I guess there aren't really a lot of like movies with like teenage kids anymore that much. Except for like the young adult kind of movies, like Hunger Games or whatever. Oops, I forgot he shot fire. No. No. I should just get the flying hat thing. That'll make that a little easier. Let's go. What's this one called? Boil Big Bully. Oh, he's up there. Oops. You're not supposed to go this way. Whoops. Okay. I wanted to do that. I'm just thinking now about the whole, whoops, how like, dying in these games and like getting lives isn't really a big deal. I guess that has to do with like the levels. So part of the reason why I think they designed the game this way is like you have 8 different stars in the same level is because it was just hard to, they didn't have a lot of memory to create a bunch of levels, so they're just like, well, we want you to play the game for more than 10 levels, so let's just have you go back in the same level 8 different times. Oops. And you do 20 levels and you'll get 180 stars or whatever. But that means that dying isn't really that big of a deal because the levels aren't that big. So if you die and you get a game over, you just go back to the title screen and you go back and you just lose a couple seconds. But like if you died in a Super Nintendo game, it was like a bigger deal. It seemed like the Super Nintendo games were a lot harder than the Nintendo games. So maybe I'm actually totally wrong. Wait, what's this called? Didn't I already do that? Let's get the red coins. Or let's not. Oh, it's just that one. Yeah. Don't miss it, don't miss it. Whoops. Mid-jump. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just thinking like, there's no reason why the levels have to be easier. Just because, I mean, shouldn't they be harder? And then it would be a big deal to lose a life, even if the level's so small. Because, you'd have to... Well, losing a life wouldn't be a big deal, but it would just be frustrating because you would just keep dying. Oops. And it would be harder to beat than this is, which is not that hard. But when I was a kid, it was hard, so... This guy's annoying. Don't kill me. Okay, gotcha. No. Okay, that's how you do it. I don't know. I'm debating about the notes. 8 coin puzzle. That one's easy. Where is it? To the left. To the left. This is really a tough puzzle. I thought of a good idea maybe for one of those YouTube like video essays that, I don't know, they're really popular. What's this? really must have played this game for 1,000 hours if I can still remember all the different stars. I guess I also played it on the DS when it was ported to the DS. Oh, don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. Oh. So the video idea. I'm surprised I haven't seen anything like this. I have to come up with like a clever name for it. With like any piece of media, like I guess I was thinking about music, but you could do, there it is, music or video games or movies or books. I guess I haven't thought this through that well, but I just thought of it a couple days ago. I was thinking about, I guess I was listening to who is the Sir Mix-a-Lot? I like big butts. That song. I don't know why. Somebody must have mentioned it. Maybe like on, and I just listened to it on YouTube. And I was thinking about how that song is in Shrek, which is a kids movie. But I guess it's not really an explicit song, but I mean, it's not really meant for kids. But the fact that it's like, something about it it loses its bite, or it's like, parents didn't care. Hotfoot. Oh, I have to go in the volcano. Dummy. Like, nobody cared that song was in Shrek. But if you had played, like, I guess a good example would be I don't know. I'm thinking of that Anaconda song, which is just the same thing. If you had played that in Shrek, parents might have gotten upset because it's just a more recent song, so it's like scarier, I guess. But I guess maybe. Oh, it's erupting. There's something about the fact that that song had been out for like 10 years that parents were like, okay, it's harmless, like, it's been out for 10 years and I've heard it and kids have heard it and everybody's heard it and society's fine, you know. We're not all like killing each other because of this song, so it must be okay. So sure, let's put it in a kids movie, who cares? But if something's new, it seems like people feel like they have to fight it, or else like they're worried like our kids are gonna be monsters, like we don't know what's gonna happen. Like, what if we let our kids listen to this song and it turns the generation into like terrible people? Like, we don't know because it's a new song or it's a new movie about Dungeons and Dragons or whatever. Alright, this is always tough. This is actually a little bit easier than I remembered. I remember the controls being a little bit jankier, but they're pretty good. There's gotta be a better word for it. I'm surprised I haven't heard of anything like this. Like, it seems like it would be like a pop science, like some school did a study and they found out about this effect called like the I like big butts effect. Elevator in the volcano. But I've never really heard anybody talk about it. I'm sure there's something out there. I don't know, but I thought it was pretty interesting. I think my reasoning makes sense of why it happens. I'd like to try and think of more examples. So that was a music example. I mean, if it had like terrible like cursing in it, I don't think. Part of it, I guess, has to do with like when you're a kid. So I'm thinking about Eminem now. When you're a kid, you like Eminem because he's like cool, and your parents don't like him because he's like, oh, he's cursing and he's talking about guns or whatever. Eminem doesn't talk about guns, but other rappers do or whatever. This isn't the elevator. What am I doing? But like when you grow up with Eminem, even like me, I wasn't really into Eminem when I was younger, but I like his popular songs. I think most people do. But like when you grow up with it, I guess you kind of older people just don't care, and then you're the adult now and you're like, I grew up with this, so I like it more. Maybe that's part of it. Whoops. I guess part of it is like people just get tired of complaining about the same stuff. So if you hear I like big butts in Shrek, like what are you gonna do, start complaining about it again? Like, it's been 10 years, you're gonna still complain about it? Like, yeah, we all know it's the song. No. How many stars do you need to get the cap? Let's do this one. Wahoo! Alright, let's do maybe 1 star here. Oh, swimming beast. This is funny. They put the map here. I guess people got confused, but this map really doesn't help that much. What are those balls? The blue and the red. Are those elevators? What does it all mean? I think this sign tells you to long jump. Crouch then jump to do a long jump. Or crouch and walk to never mind. What does that mean? What? Okay, that's it. Okay, yeah, I guess that's all I had to say. If I was a video essay person, I'd try to figure out how to make that a video. So, if you're watching, there's a free one for you. I think it's pretty interesting. Somebody else can probably articulate it better. I haven't really thought about it that much, but... And I guess not everything ages really like that. It takes a specific kind of song or movie. Like a hardcore rap song would never feel, it would feel out of place. I think this is just the get the star at the top thing. Thank you. And now we go over here. Too quick. Okay. A little bit. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Ah. I always forget the buttons at the worst time. Let me get on your back. Hey, hey, hey. Here we go. Okay, that's how you do it. Now we go up and straight. No, 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 no. I want to go straight. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I guess I'll just have to keep talking about notes, because I don't know, I don't watch a lot of solo Let's Play, or I don't watch any, so I don't really know what they talk about. They mostly just talk about the game and try to make jokes. Maybe I should try to make jokes. I got nothing. I'll see you tomorrow.